what are your thoughts around nutritional habits?
Nutritional habits, I try to mine is eat protein first thing in the morning, satiate yourself with protein. Look who I'm telling this to. This is, I'm sure, very similar to everything you say, like, right? Because if not, I find like whenever I don't do that, it throws me off. It throws off my nutrition for the rest of the day. I get hungrier, my insulin spikes. I try to grab the sugary muffin or the whatever that thing is. I drink double the amount of coffee. But if I can stabilize my blood sugar and eat something satiating, savory, like eggs in the morning, it does wonders for the rest of my day. So that's a big one for me as well.
I totally agree with you on that. I am notorious for skipping breakfast, and my husband recently has been just making me a simple couple eggs on a piece of sourdough and some cheese. It's so basic, but I am so much less anxious throughout the rest of the day. And it's not
Yes.
even just my blood sugar. Like I just am less, I feel less neurotic. I'm less triggered by things. I'm less set off by stressors. I just flow a lot more easily into the evening and I feel much more steady. And it's so funny because I was trying to do these longer extended fasts and they just don't serve women our age. I think, really going for long periods of time without food can be pretty devastating to our hormonal milieu. So I'm glad to hear you say, we're thinking the same. And I think that my listeners need to hear this from a couple different people. And so I'm glad we're in agreement on it.
Oh, I am. I mean, listen, I've been getting like hate mail over the last little while because I'm not an intermittent fasting person. I don't believe in intermittent fasting. I think it's really just a way to control someone's calories. That's really what it is. And I know they talk about autophagy and all these other things, but I think for women, what I've noticed on my own, without being a doctor, is that it may work for men, but I don't see it working well for women. I just think you end up having a lot of food noise. And if you are somebody who has disordered eating, this is just another way to disorder your eating, because then you're like basically creating these windows where you're not allowed to eat when you are allowed to eat, and it's giving you that restriction. Like I'm someone, I know myself. I like to eat breakfast. I like to eat lunch. I like to have dinner. I like to also have a life. And like with these things, all it does is psychologically twist and turn you to a place where, all right, maybe even if you become 0.1% leaner, but you're not socializing, you're not going out, you're not having breakfast, then where's the like the joy and the enjoyment? Like everything in life is a balance, right? Like I'm not somebody who is this crazy, mega extreme person. What I try to talk about and show people is that, you know what, like everything, you can do things in a balanced way. Like if you exercise daily, you don't have to be hardcore Olympian, but exercise daily. You know what I mean? Like have your protein in the morning, eat this, eat that. But overall, holistically, you'll be a happier person when you're not doing these crazy things because you saw some influencer on Instagram tell you to do these things. Do you know what I mean?
100%. I completely agree. I think the online space is sometimes so gross and confusing for people, and
It is.
and they want things polarized, right? They really want you to be hardcore on one side or the other, and I think it just confuses the heck out of everybody. So
Because the algorithm picks up on it. That's why.
Yeah.
And the problem is we're having women who are 45 years old comparing themselves to a 21-year-old having a green smoothie from Erewhon and think that if they have that smoothie for $35, they're going to look like that, when they're not realizing that person is a model who's getting paid by somebody to be drinking that thing.
Yep.
So
the Erewhon smoothies confuse the heck out of me. I don't understand the trend.
I don't either. And they're like $30 and it's full of sugar. And yet they're like, they're laughing all the way at the bank.
Yep. 100%.